1970년대 호주의 한적한 시골 학교에 은행원 한 명이 방문합니다.
Today we welcome to the school Mr. Johnson from the Bank of Central Victoria.
그는 아직 어린 학생들에게 돈의 원리를 가르치러 왔죠.
During your life, there are three things you will need money for. Anyone?
Cars?
Yes, that's right. A car.
A house?
Hopefully a very big one. This is the most important thing to save for.
Santa Claus. For when we get old?
Yes, your retirement. And save it at the bank, doubling your investment every 3 years. Then 25 years from now, each of you would have $727,000 of your own.
That's impossible. There's only 52 weeks in a year.
Yes, you'll only have 1,300 weeks. Compound interest. You get interest on your interest. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
Good. On behalf of the Bank of Central Victoria, we'd like to give you each your first deposit, 50 cents.
그리고 복리 개념에 매료되었던 전재소년은 돈의 흐름을 읽어내는 프로그램을 설계하게 되었죠.
Okay, that should correct the climate variation. Trade. Can't quite get it to predict the weather yet.
So, well done. 혼놈 미커 그래요.
Wanted you here, John. I thought them under.
같은 시간 센터뱅크의 임원회의에서는 열띤 토론이 벌어지고 있었습니다.
Well, there has been an 8% rise in share prices in the last 3 months. May I remind you that in the same quarterly report last year, we closed 1,100 branches and reduced 1/3 of the workforce.
Yes, a commendable piece of work of a fundamental business principle. Companies grow. 16% last year means 20% this year.
신임 CEO 사이먼 오라일리는 끝없는 실적 압박에 시달리고 있었죠.
You have 3 months, Simon.
Not good. Get me the impact studies of closing another third of all city branches. Let's advance the remote personal banking program so we can fire some tells and make some money. And one more thing. Set up a meeting with the PR department so that we can put a decent goddamn spin on all of this.
며칠 뒤 사이먼은 짐이 만든 프로그램에 대한 보고서를 읽게 됩니다.
It's fractal theory. He's using it to try and predict a stock market correction.
And can he?
Well, not yet, but if these figures are accurate, he's getting very close.
I've seen this kind of thing before. A black box ran the INTX's hedge fund for 12 months before collapsing and taking $500 million with it.
This is much more advanced than that. He's smarter. Well, it's a chaos-based technique. It attempts to find order in the madness of the trading floor by...
Really?
빈센트는 짐의 이론이 얼마나 탁월한지 한눈에 알아봤고 곧바로 그를 강력하게 추천하죠.
that can learn from its experience of the market.
Whenever you're ready, Jim.
Probably haven't prepared anything simple enough for you.
I'll just explain it as you would to a very smart friend.
I began my studies in undergraduate econometrics. My honours thesis was on Wall Street, the three major crashes of 1929, of 74 and 87. And I studied each crash if we could predict the next market crash. Like the suffering that could be avoided would be huge. So I widened my research. So with that in mind, I began delving into the nether regions of mathematics, fuzzy logic, nonlinear dynamic, chaos theory. Of particular interest to me was the work of Mandelbrot and his breakthrough with fractal geometry. Excuse me, can I borrow your pen for a minute? Any simple inciting event has significant and complex results It brings about things that we could never imagine being able to predict. Things like weather patterns, cloud formations, right down to the very point, the very millimetre where this ink will fall. Until now. This mathematics allows us to predict almost anything. If we can predict this, then predicting the stock market's easy.
Thanks, Jim.
Yes, thank you for your time.
I think I went too far with the tablecloth.
No, I think what you're doing is extraordinary.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. What a wanker.
I want you to hire him.
Really?
Because that wanker could be on the verge of discovering the holy grail of economic theory, that's why.
사이먼은 돌아가려고 대기하던 짐을 직접 찾아갑니다.
What do you need
What?
to make this thing happen?
이렇게 짐은 센터뱅크에 고용되었고 최고의 환경에서 프로그램을 개발할 수 있게 되었죠.
Hi.
Dwarfs, telecom, the treasury, the military. It shares time with our trading operation, and the market evaluation team have a priority line to it, but apart from that...
But apart from that, it's yours.
It's all I've ever wanted.
한편 보트 임대업을 하고 있던 데이비스 부부는 극심한 재정난에 시달리고 있었습니다.
Oh, they had to serve it personally, Di. Can't post this to law.
Still an eviction notice. The law's on their side. According to this, we'll lose everything.
부부는 센터뱅크가 교묘하게 만든 대출 상품 때문에 파산 직전까지 내몰리게 되었죠.
I'll get the money.
It's not going to work, Wayne.
What can I do, Dad?
Oh, nothing, mate. She's just angry with me.
짐은 최고의 숙박시설과 각종 편의를 제공받았습니다.
Good morning, sir.
Me?
Yes, sir.
These figures all scramble the futures results from the past 6 months.
How's progress?
And what we're doing, Simon, is a simple test trying to predict a small market correction and respond to it accordingly. The mainframe will throw up a random series of trades from the past 6 months.
Let's try it online.
I'm sorry?
Let's throw some real money into the mix. Try it for real. Expose ourselves to, say, $10 million. See what happens.
Well, we're not really ready. It'll still take quite a bit of time to set up.
How long will it take?
Well, we're only set up to analyse one floor, a dealing room in Sydney. It's
Vincent, get 3 of our fastest traders on the floor. We'll feed them by phone.
by phone, Simon. We've
There
just
are
set up.
3 phone lines in here. To make a pearl, you need grit. I'm your grit. You're gonna work so much better with my foot against the back of your neck. It's a much underutilized management technique.
이렇게 3명의 트레이더와 함께 강한 압박 속에서 시장을 예측하기 시작하죠.
It should start turning down.
Okay, shit, it's not working. Okay, stop it. Stop it now. Okay, stop it. Get off the phones. Oh, shit, we sent 11 trades down the line after it should have dropped.
Look at this. It did turn down. A bit late, but you predicted it.
We've come out okay. 900,000 ahead.
It's been working for us for 2 days and you've already made $1 million. But you wouldn't have done it unless I had my foot against the back of your neck. It's a good start, Jim.
그때 데이비스 부부가 일하는 선착장에 은행의 직원이 도착하고 혼자 있던 아이를 발견하게 됩니다.
Hey! You have to move a whole lot quicker than that. Told you to keep away from me, did they? Big bad boogeyman. You just give them this. You tell them they've been properly served. Okay?
아이는 통지서의 의미를 잘 알고 있었고 부부가 돌아왔을 때 아들의 모습은 보이지 않았죠.
Roger!
그때 은행 직원인 미셸은
Hi.
Hi.
You going out for a smoke?
No.
지하에서 일하는 짐에게 호기심을 보입니다.
You work here?
I'm just here for the architect.
All right, which section?
I can tell you that, it's highly confidential.
Better tell her.
You can tell. God, that's scary. What about you?
No, you tell me.
I'd say computer geek of some sort.
Oh, that's close enough. See you later. Hi. Yeah, Michelle?
He works for the bank, somewhere in the basement. What department was it again?
I'm not allowed to tell. It's highly confidential.
Oh, a mystery man. Meet my far less mysterious friends.
Hi. Shouldn't we get to know each other first?
What if we don't like each other?
You're absolutely right.
What are you, Jim Doyle? This apartment, the limo.
I'm a genius. Maths. Oh, and bed, of course. Come on, we're late.
I'm just going over your progress report over the last 2 weeks. I'm a little alarmed by it. Why? Because there's no progress, that's why. What's the holdup?
Look, I don't know. We're obviously missing a key component. I'm just on my way to the lab now.
Yeah, well, that is always the problem with you guys. You spend too much time in the lab with your head up your ass. Meet me in 20 minutes. This is the front line, Jim. This is where the real action is.
And you've worked the floor?
84. Wall Street. We let the best of them work outside the rules. You have to give them free rein once in a while. Well, the extremes are what makes it worthwhile, Jim.
What is it that makes someone good?
Well, I think you have to treat it like a game that you can win at. You see that guy?
All right, he doesn't have it, right?
Right. Look, Jim, if you figure out this magic black box of yours, there'll be plenty of profits to go all the way around.
Except to those guys whose guts run the street.
Except to them. You ever notice, Jim, how you immediately put yourself in the shoes of the losers? Maybe there's something that's missing. Is in you. Stop whining like a and make the breakthrough.
Hi, my name's Diane Davis, and I was wondering if I could make an appointment to see your solicitor.
Is this some secret promotion that's brought you to Melbourne?
Oh, no, not really. It's actually my first job since I completed my PhD. I guess they lured me here.
To make your fortune.
Mm-hmm, so to speak.
So what do you do?
I'm not allowed to tell you.
Come on, just a hint. Something abstract.
I design mathematical systems. Yeah, well, today I learned they're actually to make money. We're missing something obvious.
You might like to know that the last 7 tests, if we'd been live, would have cost the bank $26 million.
Shit. I need some fresh air.
P banks have a history of sharing their legal work around to make it difficult for irate customers to seek litigation as an answer. It's a cartel of sorts.
So what do you do then when no one will represent you?
Well, you end up with me. I know they'll crush you with time and money. My advice would be not to pursue it. I'm sorry.
그때 마침내 짐은 프로그램을 완성합니다.
What is it with this guy in tablecloth?
He seemed to have made some kind of discovery.
I'm so close. I'll probably need about another week, but she'll be able to run another dummy test by then.
Good. Listen, Jim, I'd like you to join my wife and I for dinner tonight. We'll send the car to pick you around about 8 o'clock, okay?
I'm actually going out.
That's okay. You can bring Michelle.
How did you know that?
I just know.
There is one other option. Essentially, you lost your business to a foreign currency loan. I mean, you struggled to make repayments against a shift in currency rates.
I thought it was in Swiss francs, but it looks like it's in pesos or yen or whatever.
I found a report on the net that identified 138 other people who lost their business in the same way. Now, it seems in several cases, the loans were being entered into without the bank fully disclosing the risk. They emphasised the low rate of interest. The currency risk was treated as irrelevant. If we could prove the lack of disclosure in your case, the bank is liable.
이렇게 스티븐이 변호를 맡게 되었죠.
Don't be so nervous. I'm good at this kind of thing.
How long have you been at the bank?
3 years?
You're too smart to be a teller.
짐은 사이먼의 말 때문에 미셸이 의심스러웠습니다.
Simon, the bank, they know about us.
You are his pet project at the moment. Of course he'll be keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, I know, but
Am I the eye?
Michelle, I'm sorry.
Well, at least now I know more about you. You're paranoid and secretive.
Paranoid?
Welcome, Jim. Good to see you. I want you to meet my wife, Monica.
Hi, pleased to meet you.
사이먼은 이른바 가진 자들의 세계 짐을 끌어들이려 하지만 미셸이 사이먼과 충돌하는 바람에 파티에서 나오게 됩니다.
Anytime we want to. That's ownership. Market force means exactly that.
Nothing 100 well-placed businessmen do is illegal.
Michelle.
No. It's fine, Jim. I find it refreshing. Assuming, of course, it comes from a sweet naivete rather than a pig ignorance of the real world.
Oh, assume away.
I think we better go.
No, I'd better go.
No, I better go. What was all that about back there?
They're assholes, Jim.
So, we know that.
Do you actually think they like you?
I don't care if they like me.
They're using you.
Yes, and I'm using them. I know what I'm doing, Michelle. Just hang in with me, please.
Are you clear on what they'll ask you? Any information about the risks of foreign currency loans could be seen as adequate disclosure on the part of the bank.
Oh, they told me nothing.
Even their own staff can verify that.
Well, the manager's testifying that he told you everything.
What about the trainee who was there?
Someone else was privy to the meetings.
Most of the time he was.
We have an increasingly dangerous problem. The kid who drowned. We probably won't be found liable for killing the kid, but if they make any headway with this foreign loan mess, there's 200 cases just like it that'll follow suit.
We're starting up some sex abuse rumors about the father and the child, just to deflect the heat, muddy the waters.
Yes, well, don't tell me about that.
You don't want us to do it?
No, I don't want you to tell me about it. It's that I'm a bit worried about Jim. And the last thing we want is for his conscience to tell him to turn his research over to the fucking Salvation Army. So maybe we should check this girl out one more time.
얼마 뒤 사이먼의 예상대로 짐이 찾아옵니다.
What's the problem, Jim?
Some haven't spent years of research, 10 years of postgraduate study for this.
Do you know what upper management is, Jim? Do you know what I spend most of my time doing? I come in and cut 20% of the workforce. I close 15% of the branches, the factories, whatever. The market applauds like I'm some kind of genius. My life is dull, Jim. Before I die, I want to do something extraordinary. I want to do something that will blow people's minds away when it happens.
Simon, you and I will both be remembered for destroying economies.
Jim, most people live lives of quiet desperation. They struggle from birth until death. They never achieve anything. You will insult every single one of these people if you turn your back on this opportunity to take your place in history with the great mathematicians and scientists.
What's this?
Simon's gift. We're now the most powerful computer system in the Southern Hemisphere. And he also wanted you to have this.
This is next week's balance of trades figures. These are treasury figures. How in God's name did he...
My advice, don't ask. Turn a blind eye. Time differences means that there's only a 1 hour window when the US, Europe, and overnight Asian indexes can be accessed simultaneously. 74 markets, 22 exchanges.
Okay, so leaving speed our only stumbling block. Are there any programmers in-house who could come up with a speed doubler?
No one here who could do that sort of stuff.
There's a friend of mine from uni who's a genius programmer. Will they need to clear him?
I can clear him, but only if he's as good as you.
In some areas of mathematics, he's actually better.
결국 사이먼의 뜻을 따르기로 한 짐은 친구에게서 속도를 끌어올릴 프로그램을 건네봤습니다.
You are working with a serious hardware, and any speed increase is normally splitting hairs.
Will it work?
It will do whatever you want it to.
So do we know who this guy is they've subpoenaed?
He still works for us in Finland.
A lot of those records were lost, though. Employment records trainees, if we can't find them.
Could be anyone we want. Let me think about it. Let's see what brains are so excited about.
Well, I've cracked the mathematics of it. It's just a matter of speed. Okay, 1929. The big crash.
Trade. Market correction matched.
Throw up 74. Try that.
You tried some.
Shit, it works. It works.
Market correction matched.
You need to know. Using the system, this is the market trajectory.
Shit. The crash.
We've nailed it, Simon. Friday week.
The expiration of the cash, futures, and options contracts, they all coincide.
Exactly the same thing happened in '89. The crash will be devastating.
There are huge risks.
It's mathematically proven. You'll need 60 minutes on the floor, and that time the bank will be worth 10 times its current value.
You understand that we are violating market manipulation legislation in about 6 different countries.
Simon, this is our moment. This is our mark in history. We're there.
I'm gonna have to convince the board. Some kind of sign, some act that will bind us once and for all.
Whatever it takes.
You've barely said a word all night.
Well, nothing's wrong there. Couldn't be better.
You have reached the phone of
Jim Doyle.
Please leave a message.
Jim, it's Vince here. Simon wants me to take you to court tomorrow. My bold role have to do. I'll pick you up at 10.
Court?
Yeah, just an expert witness thing. You know, maths.
What case?
Maybe the best thing is for us to give it a rest for a while.
What? Why? Because I ask questions?
Yes. Yes, because you ask me questions that I can't answer.
다음 날 짐은 빈센트와 함께 법원으로 향하고 짐이 걱정되었던 미셸이 그 뒤를 따라가죠.
And you never thought to ask anything more about the loan?
No. I assumed the bank had told me everything I should know.
Huge responsibility to take into account all aspects of this significant venture.
I banked with the Standard Bank for 20 years. Knew the local manager.
은행과 데이비스의 주장은 평행선을 달리고 변호사는 대출에 참여했었던 연수생을 증인으로 부르는데
We would like to call to the stand Mr. Jim Doyle.
짐은 가짜 증인으로 재판에 참석하게 되고 이것이 사이먼이 말했던 같은 편이라는 증명이었습니다.
He looks different.
What?
Are you ready, Mr. O'Connor?
변호사는 할 수 없이 신문을 시작하죠.
The details of Mr. Davis's loan application?
Yes, some of them I think. It was assessed as part of my training. I could refer to my notes.
Your Honour, due to the complex nature of these notes, I'd like to request a short recess.
That doesn't sound good.
Sorry. I think I've just handed them a win.
이렇게 짐은 결정적인 위증을 하게 되고 이를 지켜본 미셸은 크게 실망하죠.
Michelle! Something you want to say, Vincent?
Yes. I've worked for this bank for 10 years and I have never been ashamed until today.
Step with the car.
The profit-generating opportunity that you've been looking for has been found. With the strategic advantage of computer modeling never before imagined, we have been able to predict a major market correction, a stock market crash of unprecedented scale that will decimate the market.
시장 붕괴에 베팅하려는 사이먼의 전략에
There is no way that we can implement this and legally qualify the off-balance sheet risk.
소수의 임원들이 반대했지만
If we miss this chance, we will be crushed beyond recognition.
절대로 굽히지 않는 그의 강한 주장에
I am willing to put up my share portfolios, my personal savings, my real estate package, everything. I'll put it all on the line.
모두가 설득되고 말았습니다.
20 years is a long time.
I was just hoping you had some records of past students.
Anything we would have's been sent down to the library for archiving.
Will you be appealing the decision?
Yes, we will appeal. This is an outrageous decision based on the trickery and deception we've come to expect from the banking system.
Although, our sympathies are with the Davis family, I must stress that ill-founded lawsuits of this type are a complete waste of everyone's time. Thank you.
분노한 데이비스는 총을 챙겨 어디론가 향하고 그때 짐은 시장의 폭락 시점을 대기하고 있었죠.
Okay, we go online in the Northern Hemisphere in 30 minutes. Tanya, try one of the key foreign exchange for you. Hello?
How's the tracking?
Oh, a few final checks, then we're away.
Well, I'm sorry I can't be there with you, but I look forward to observing it from a safe distance.
I understand.
Should be coming up as sell 4,000 November Nikkei down to 17,000.
Nikkei 4,000 down to 17,000. Sell.
Thank you. It's confirmed.
프로그램은 정확하게 작동하고
We don't have much use for this.
미셸은 짐의 어린 시절을 추적하죠.
These are the local newspaper clippings for 75 to 77. Should be a good place to start.
It's not open to the public anymore, It's private residence. Yeah, I know.
그리고 미셸은 그곳에서 짐에 대한 놀랄만한 사실을 찾아내는데 그것은 짐의 정체와 그가 겪은 비극적인 사건이었습니다.
You can get the original article from at the back if you like.
그는 사이먼이 붙인 감시자였고 또 사람은 서둘러서 연락을 취하죠.
Sorry to call you home, but I couldn't get through to Christopher and I have some bad news. I'm in Beulah, Jim's hometown. Christopher sent me down here to follow the girlfriend. He's been lying. His real name is Paul Jackson. 1977, Centrebank foreclosed on his family's farm.
Yes.
Jim, it's me. I'm in Beulah. I know you're not who you say you are. I don't know what you're doing. The thing is, they're here, Jim. The bank has followed me here.
All mobile phones to be switched off now. No calls in or out of this room until we're finished. Vincent, how long?
Nearly there. We're ready. Are you okay? Guess you've waited a long time for this.
Yes, I am.
Here.
Down, I swear to God, I'll kill you! Get down! Get the down, or I swear to God, I'll kill you! The loan. You knew, you bastards knew.
I know. They were a disaster. I'll give you $250,000 right now. What do you say?
Now you give us the money. Will that be pesos fixed against the yen? Any f***ing charges?
No. I'll give you $1 million right now. But just make up your mind what you want to do because I don't have time for this.
Shut up! Shut the f***! This is his picture. I want you to look at him. Oh, you're dead!
Nothing you can do to make me give up. Do you understand that? Nothing! Your son is gone. And if I could bring him back, I would. If there was something that I could do, I would do it, but I cannot. Now, you killing me would just put you in prison for the next 20 years. Hurt your wife. Fuck up the rest of your life if that is humanly possible. Now, I just want to make a phone call.
You're afraid of what'll happen if you don't make the call.
고민하던 데이비스는 방에서 나가버립니다.
Jim, it's holding up. It's holding.
Yeah, hang in there. It'll turn any moment, it has to.
Jim, it's moving against us. We're going to have to start buying back. The losses are huge. This is ridiculous. It should be automatically buying back. It should be cancelling our position.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Vincent.
Initiate the buyback. We're going to have to do this manually.
It's too diverse, requires too many trades.
Oh, turn off the machine. Turn them off. Cut the power. Turn off. Cut the power.
하지만 모든 전사는 마비되어 있었고 짐은 이미 사라진 상태였습니다.
What's that?
It means there is no bank.
This is crazy. We haven't got the time.
짐은 떠나기 전 미셸을 만나러 왔습니다.
So, what do you do when you've brought a bank to its knees? Economy to Rio? Lunch with Ronald Biggs? You've had quite a day, Paul.
Oh, come on, let's stick with Jim. I'm used to it.
You could have trusted me, Jim.
I was convinced that you worked for them, that they'd planted you there.
Why, for God's sake?
It's too easy.
It was easy because it was right.
Well, I know that now.
Well, either way, where's their money now?
Oh, most of it's been absorbed by the market. The rest has been redistributed.
All this to revenge your father's death. One man.
Yes, it began with my father's death. One man.
What now?
I'll have to leave the country. I was thinking maybe that you could...
Come with you.
Oh, not now. Sometime soon.
그때 사이먼도 호주를 떠나고 있었고
Enjoy your trip, Mr. Jackson.
상황은 이렇게 끝나게 됩니다. 며칠 뒤 잔고를 확인한 데이비슨 부부는
$727,000. That's not our money, is it?
엄청난 금액의 은행에 확인하려 했지만 은행은 이미 파산한 뒤였죠. 그리고 그 돈은 짐이 어릴 적부터 모아온 것으로 부부에 대한 속죄 뜻이었습니다. 영화 더 뱅크였습니다.